Hello everybody, welcome back to Hardworking Man. Today, this is just going to be a quick how-to video, and it's how to change your hydraulic and your hydro filters on your tractor without draining your fluid and without leaking it all over the place. I've seen comments online that people are like, you got to drain all the fluid, or you got to tilt your tractor up, jack it up at a big angle. You don't have to do any of that. I'm going to show you how it's done for anyone who has a tractor that part of the service, for example, this Kioti, it's an NS6010. The 50-hour service calls for changing your hydraulic and your hydro filters, but not your hydraulic fluid. Hydraulic fluid's expensive, so we want to waste as little as we can and save making a mess, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So the first thing you want to do is extend as many of your hydraulics as you can. So I've got the loader lifted, I've got the forks tipped down. That serves two purposes. One, it gets a lot of fluid out into the cylinders, and two, if we have some catastrophic failure and this comes down, these forks are going to hit the ground and they're not going to crush you. I've got the backhoe, so as many cylinders as I can are extended. Like I said, that gets as much hydraulic fluid out of the system as we can. Now I've got the front of the tractor jacked up. That's just to give me more room to work. I've got jack stands under it and the jack, so this is solid, it's not coming down. And we're gonna start with the hydro filter. But before we start taking any filters off, we gotta get our other filters ready because we still wanna do this as quick as possible. All right, so on the Kioti, this is the hydro filter. So we're gonna get a little hydraulic fluid on this rubber O-ring. Now when you take the old one off, you wanna make sure this O-ring comes with it, because else you could have a catastrophic leak and ruin your whole tractor. Now this is the hydraulic filter. We're gonna do the same thing with that, and again, when you change this, you gotta make sure the old O-ring comes off so you don't leave it stuck to the transmission or whatever the filter housing. So we've got both of those coated with oil. We got our drain pan in place. We're gonna start with the hydro filter. It's not great access, but we're gonna do it as quick as we can and see how much fluid we lose or don't lose. Now I do ask, if you find this video helpful, to share it on social media, Facebook, etc. And give us a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. I like helping people out, and this is something I learned that's very helpful. Now, another thing you're going to want before you start this job is a pair of the oil filter pliers that'll fit these hydraulic filters, because on these Kiotis especially, and I don't know about other brands, they get tight. And this channel locks pair, it's a little bit shorter, but it allows you to lock it on tight so you can really reef on it to get them loose. I got both of these loose, so you guys don't have to watch me do that, but these come in really handy. Now, here's the key to the whole operation. So having this backhoe on is going to make this a little bit more difficult, but not bad. You're going to get access to your fill port for your hydraulic fluid, which on the Kioti NS6010, it's right here. You're going to remove your cap. Then you're going to take a shop vac, and you're going to need help here because you need someone to hold this shop vac on here so you create suction, and that's going to stop so much hydraulic fluid from leaking out because you're going to have a vacuum in your chamber. So I'm going to have my son do that while I crawl under the tractor and do that hydro filter. Hopefully it will come out with the backhoe brackets and everything on there, because it's a pretty tight fit, so we're about to find out. Got it? So now with that shop vac running, we are going to take this filter off with the drain pan under there, because you're going to lose some fluid. Now we get this one out like that. Get the new one in. Now normally without that suction, you would be pouring hydraulic fluid right now. And as you can see, most of the fluid we lost was just what was in the filter. So now we'll get this snugged on. I did visually check that that O-ring was not on there, and I can see on the old filter that the O-ring is still on it, so it's not stuck to this filter housing. All right, you can turn the shop vac off. Now this, the hydraulic filter, is mounted like this, and it's a large filter. So what I'm going to do is place it here, and I'm going to put hydraulic fluid in it so that it's less that we lose out of the system. Not necessarily fill it up completely, because I still might drop it or something, but this will help so we don't have to add as much fluid when we're done. Because all the fluid that's in that current filter is going to come out. So now for this filter, we got the shop vac going again. I've already got it loosened. Well, I thought I did. Like I said, these things get tight. So we'll get the pliers on there. You got your drain pan under there. If it's sucking fluid, give it a little air gap. Okay? All right. Oh no, it's just the vacuum I hear here from the filter. So now you can see with that vacuum, we're not losing a bunch of fluid there. Just what's in the filter that I have to tilt a little. Set that up. I am going to wipe this magnet here. Now normally you wouldn't be able to do that because you'd have fluid just pouring. Now we'll take the new filter that has fluid in it. That's why you don't want to fill it completely full. Spin it on. Come on. All right, you can take the vac off and turn it off. Now you don't have to crank these filters on, because you're gonna wish you hadn't the next time you try to take them off. So I will now just wipe down the little bit that we spilled here and show you how much fluid we didn't lose. I mean, there is barely anything in this bin. Now we'll have fluid in our filters that will dump out. But we didn't leak fluid all over like most people do. So now you can see that we're not actually taking hydraulic fluid out of the system. We're not sucking it up that fill tube. We're just creating a vacuum to stop it from draining so we can change those filters without losing all our fluid. Now we're going to fire the tractor up, look underneath it, make sure we don't have any leaks, then we'll get it all down, get all the cylinders retracted, check our fluid. We're going to have to add a little bit, but not much. All right, so now you just want to look down underneath, make sure nothing's dripping by either of the filters. We've got hydraulic still. Make sure I don't hit my garage door. We'll turn our rear remote on so we can get the backhoe back up. Then I'm going to lower that front end down, check the fluid, and that's a wrap. Now you're just going to check and top off your hydraulic fluid, and you just change your filters without losing all your fluid. Thanks for watching Hardworking Man, guys, and have a great day.